Well, here we are. Yes, I'm alive. I don't sound much better than I was, but I feel much better. So hopefully it's been my last day off work before I have to get back at it. I can get something accomplished today. That would be nice. Well, something besides the mandatories. So heading out now, bottle. After I bottle, I'll bring them back to the house. I need to get a bale of hay for the girls in the lot. They've pretty much destroyed their bale over the last couple of days. So, hey girl. Yes, I know I'm late. I know. You hungry. You hungry. She hungry. I know. You're a pretty little girl. You are. She's a pretty little girl. Yes, she is. She attacks that bottle. She does good. She's just getting supplemented. So she gets a morning bottle and an evening bottle. The boy lamb that's in the barn. What are you doing? Anyway, the boy lamb that's in the barn is pretty much full bottle. So I've got his next. Yep. I think you about got it all. Yep. I don't know. Funny story about fence building. When we first started fencing in this place, one of the things my wife brought home was a 50-pound box of staples. And I remember telling her then, sweetheart, I don't know why you got a whole 50-pound box. It'll take us 20 years to use all that. Well, here we are, not quite 10 years later, and it didn't take that long. So now every time I do fence work, I have to spend some time trying to find enough staples to do what I need to do. So I guess it's time to buy another 50-pound box. I don't know. Goodness gracious. Anyway. Alright, this is the H that I'm working on. That when that tree limb fell, the one that's still piled up over there, the tree. When that limb fell, jerked this fence down and broke this H. It just loosened this one post, so it's reusable. That one, it broke off at the ground, so I'm probably going to extend it down just a little bit or out just a little bit so that I can put this H together, have some fresh ground to set them into, and then go from there. But of course, first thing I've got to do is get this wire off this H so that I can get that H loose, take it apart, and go from there. Another one of them down there. Well, then I'm telling on myself that pulled one of them staples out and threw it on the ground. Bad choice, especially if you drive a tractor through. I got it. I picked it up. Okay. All right. Well, I just realized that my camera had died. So anyway, I'm going to recap real quickly what I just spent 20 minutes doing. Anyhow, okay. This is the piece right here that was the cross member up there. I did have another one, so I went and got it, measured for the post, got that post done. You should have seen me wrestling with that thing to get that post done, but I got it done. All right, so what I was saying, a couple things. One, These things are called half rounds, quarter rounds, split rail, whatever you want to call them. All right, now you can find these a lot of times, feed stores, lumber yards, stuff like that. And a lot of times they'll just let you have them to get them out of the way, because they get lumber or posts delivered on them as a spacer, so that forklifts can get underneath them and pick up the pallets. So sometimes you can find those there. When you're putting it into your H, now you see what I've done with the come along. Pardon me. I got my posts set the right length apart. I put the come along down there to put some tension on it, just to keep some tension while I'm nailing into the post, because that's the hardest part, is when you're trying to toenail into those posts and the posts keep bouncing around and you can't get the nail to sink because there's too much bounce. Okay, so you put that come along back there and you tighten it up just enough to give a good tension on that post. Then you can make adjustments, whatever you need, and you can toenail into it without it bouncing around so bad. So just something I've learned. Sometimes I forget and I try to do it without it, but usually that's just when I'm in a hurry. Today, I know I ain't going to get a whole lot done today because I'm just not feeling it. Still don't feel real good. Feel better than I did, but anyhow. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm a little aggravated that my camera quit. And it dumped everything that I had done. So anyhow, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to get a couple of long nails, toenail into these posts here. Then I'm going to be ready to re-pull the wire and get it tacked off and get that ready to go. Hey guys. Hey pretty girl. What you got? He heard me rattling something. So she's pretty sure something to eat. Plastic bag. Rotten goat. Here's our bottle girl. Still good. Annie. She's a pain sometimes. Anyway. Got just a handful more clips to do. One on this one and a handful on that one. And this part of this project's going to be done for today. I could do more, but my head's really starting to close up and just not feeling real good. Still got to get hay out for the girls in the corral, so I'll go do that. And then need to see about getting the working system reset over there. You know, over time it's been knocked down, and with rams and everything else, it's been over there. So got to get that picked up and get ready to start working some sheep real soon. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the corral here, and when I do, pretty much all of them are going to come up in there because they're going to think it's feeding time. When they come up, I'm going to close them up in here so that I can open those outside gates and move them a bale of hay in. Hey, Sunday, Tracy. Yeah. Nope. I know my girls. Hey, girl. One of the bright girls. Sunday. They're always right here in your back pocket anytime you do anything. So's Lace. Yeah. Alright, let me go get y'all some hay. Okay? Go get y'all some hay and I'll open that back up. They will follow me, because they are convinced it's feeding time. Nope. Nope. Wake up. Alright. Not feeding time. Not yet anyway. Alright, so that's an explanation of what I'm doing. So I'm not going to try to play by play while I'm on the tractor, because you can't hear me half time anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a bale. I'm going to bring it around bring it around this way to the outside gates. I'm going to set it down and I'm going to turn it over so that the wet stuff, the nasty stuff on the bottom is on the top. So when I put it in the rack, the good stuff will be on the bottom where they can get to better. So just a quick explanation. I'll just run the video from here. Alright, that's what I was after. I got the yucky stuff on top. It'll allow it to dry. They can eat on the bottom sides. And so now I'm going to go open that up and let them out. And let them get to the hay bale. On the rams was in this pen. That's when I discovered how much they love beating up on this thing. So what I've got to try to do is get all this stuff loose so that I can get it back stood up like it's supposed to be and get it somewhat back in a working condition. That is not going to be easy, but it's going to be time to get these girls worked. Well, past time already, but we get some warmer weather. Gotta get the shoe fixed, everything. Okay, I don't know how much of it you weren't able to see. Didn't realize the camera had fallen for just a second ago, but anyway. Okay, I've got that temporarily up. I've got the head sheet turned up on the pen. It's not really that heavy, it's just cumbersome. So now I'm going to have to walk it around and put it back up on the stand. hopefully it'll stay. We went through a few foot trimmers last time. Just a few. Alright, so those of you that may not be familiar with what this is one of our 2 working systems. This was the first one that we had, and still a good system. It just has the swinging gate here on the back. Swing that open, they come into there, into the ramp. Once they're into the ramp, this gate swings either direction depending on what side the person loading the box is on. Once they're there, this head gate is kind of a auto catch. Angle it in just a little bit, like so. When they try to come out, their shoulders catch, and then you catch them here. It is adjustable on the width because some of these girls have really skinny necks. But anyway, once you have them there, you have access on both sides. There's little panels that completely open up. Really good for ultrasounding, doing feet, worming, udder checks, all that good stuff. Then, once you're done with that, close this back up. Sorry, trying to handle the camera, do it all one-handed. So once you have that done, you pull this back towards you, and of course it allows that to open out for the animal to exit. We do still need to get a ramp off the front because sometimes getting them to jump is not real easy. Goats don't have a problem, but sheep do. So anyway, that's how it works. And honestly, I'm shocked, as long as the Rams had it down in the mud, that it still works as well as it does. A little penetrating oil here and there, and re-zip ties some of these blocks, and it'll be good to go. Which is good because we've got to get some of these girls worked. My hope was, I was hoping to have done this Friday or Saturday before I came down ill, and still struggling, but anyway, I was hoping to get in here and get this done Friday or Saturday, so today I could have actually run some of these girls through and get them taken care of. But unfortunately, it didn't work that way. And we still have our calf table. This is what we first started working sheep and goats with, was our calf table. And still works. Yeah, well, you know. This calf table works a whole lot like our tilt table does. It does work. Alright, so just like the little red thing that we have, this calf table is kind of the same way. Just hadn't been used in a while, so it's kind of stove up. Kind of like me. But anyway, you get in here, catch the calf, however big their head is, push this down until it holds them well, and then the whole thing will tilt. So, for you to do whatever you need, it'll go on up, but there's stuff in the way. So, we started using this for goats and sheep because it was the first thing that we really had access to. And at the time, with just 15, 20 head, it really wasn't that big a deal. But it has become a deal since then. It would never work now. No. Nope. This one does have the floating floor. Does it? Yeah. You have different widths that you can put it at. It's just not as easy as the like this SO4 squeeze chutes now. You have a lever that you pull up, pulls the side up, and you can push it in and out to the little pin markers and drop it, and that holds it in that floating floor. This one you actually have to roll it over, pull pins out, move it to the holes that you want it, and put the pins back in. But you know what? This thing's been here for 6-7 years, and I promise you right now, a couple of shots of lubricating oil, and it'd be as good to go as it was the day we set it there. And the day we set it there was the day that we moved that in. So it's been a while.